Hello friends. Today I am going to explain you the fourth poem of Class 10, the Ball Poem. This poem is written by John Berryman. John Berryman was an American poet and scholar. Introduction to the lesson. The poet John Berryman, through his poem, The Ball Poem, has described the reality of life which everyone has to face one day. He has touched the topic of how to stand up against the miseries and sorrows of life.
What is the boy now, who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing, down the street, and then, merrily over there it is in the water.
The poet is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. He wants to know about him and his reaction, because he has lost his ball. Further, he asks to himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. The poet has seen the ball going away from the boy. He says that the ball was cheerfully jumping up and down in the street. This means that when the ball skipped from boy's hand, it went into the street, and later on, it fell into the nearby river.
No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy, as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball, is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility.
The poet says that there is no benefit of consoling the boy by saying that he will get another ball, because he has other balls too. He says so because the boy is feeling very sad. He is completely surrounded by sorrow. He is sad because all the memories of the childhood days went down the harbor with the ball. Here the poet says that the boy is very sad, as the ball which has now gone into the water reminds him of those sweet memories, of the times when he owned it. This loss is unbearable for him and he is grief-stricken. The poet says that he can't even tell the boy to take some money from him in order to buy another ball. He says so because the new ball will not bring the sense of belonging to the boy. Further, the poet says that the time has come for the boy to learn the responsibility of taking care of his things.
In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning, well behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up. Knowing what every man must one day know. And most know many days, how to stand up.
Here the poet says that the boy has to learn that in this materialistic world, many of his belongings will be lost. He personifies the ball as his belongings, be it the worldly things or the relationships he is in possession of. So, he says that he has to learn to live without them no matter what. He says no one can buy back such things for him. The poet said so because according to him money can't buy you everything. If it does buy you some materialistic thing, still, it will not be able to buy the sense of belongingness. He says that the boy is learning how to stand up against the sense of lost things. This means that the boy is trying to learn the real truth of life, which states that you have to accept the miseries of life and stand up again. This is the truth which everyone has to learn in his or her life. The harsh truth of standing up against the odd miseries of life that everyone has to bear.
Word meaning: merrily, cheerful, bouncing, jumping up and down. Grief, sorrow. Rigid, fixed. Trembling, shaking. Harbor, dock, port. Intrude, invader. Dime, 10 cents, use. Worthless, valueless, useless. Possessions, ownership. External, here, things with which feelings are not attached. Desperate, hopeless. Epistemology, the Greek word episteme means knowledge.
Literary devices, anaphora, use of repeated words in 2 or more lines. What is the boy? What and merrily bouncing. Merrily over. Assonance, repeated use of vowel o, boy, now, who, lost. Imagery, When poet says merrily bouncing down the street. Repetition. What is repeated? Literary devices. Repetition. Use of word ball. Ascendant. No use of conjunction in a sentence. A dime, another ball, is worthless. Literary devices. Alliteration. Use of sound B at the start of two consecutive words. Buys a ball back. Assonance. Use of vowel sound E. He is learning, well behind his desperate eyes. Repetition. Ball. Word is repeated. Rhyme scheme. There is no rhyme scheme followed in the poem.
Guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Hit like button if you like a video. Goodbye. Meet you next video.